Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Editor's Notes with me, Cy Williams. You know, there's a lot going on behind the scenes within the Canadian cannabis industry and community this year. It's kind of sad because, inevitably, it's the end result of the debacle that has been the last few years of legal cannabis in Canada and the absolute cutthroat way that the legal industry does business. And ultimately, it's in regards to people who have put their entire lives on the line to build something bigger than themselves. People who stayed and struggled to build a future within the new cannabis field in Canada for themselves. People who are now facing some hard decisions about what happens next. It's kind of like that Kenny Rogers song. You got to know when to hold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. It takes real strength to pull yourself out of a sticky situation, professionally and personally. When people or situations feel like they're trying to hold you down, and the toxic natures that they themselves have become so accustomed to operating within. It takes real strength in life to move towards a brighter future. When you have people, especially when you have people and situations trying to hold you back in what can seem a dark and negative way. It takes strength, real strength, to walk away when people or situations appear hell-bent on keeping you stagnant and stuck in one place or on a collision course with failure. It takes real strength being yourself in a world that is often too scared to do the same thing. Now for me, walking away at times feels like I'm being a chump, being played, that I'm being a doormat, that I'm being a coward or a weakling perhaps. And it can feel that way because I hate giving up, especially on people and projects, those that I put significant time into. And sometimes I'll get an email or a DM that's full of hate and vile, and sometimes I'll have to ask myself certain questions after I or my media platform or one of our team are attacked online. I ask, who are they to do that to me, to us? Who are they to try to destroy or step on our dream, our passions, my life, my business, my heart, or my aspirations? Who are they to try to attack our image and my reputation? And at times when I continue to ponder the whys behind these people and what they're doing, I find it becomes extremely destructive to my emotional state. None of us like being hurt in life. Well, those of us who have a healthy mentality don't like getting hurt in life. But it is through that pain, humiliation, letdowns, mistreatment, smear campaigns, and the irrational, unjust hatred that I find out there sometimes, I find strength. Strength not to fight back, but to move forward. See, what I have come to understand, and what life is constantly teaching me, is that a source of strength can lie, not in overcoming others, and as well as these situations we find ourselves in. People tend to project onto others how they feel about themselves. This is not something new, but something that seems mostly unheard of by much of society. Mind you, that's only my opinion. From my perspective, most people seem to have a pathological desire to be better than others, so that they can inflate their own egos. When someone lashes out at you, it's likely to be their way of trying to control you. They try to control you mentally and emotionally, and if they can get you upset or agitated, they'll feel powerful. If they can get you to focus on them, then they feel like they are more important. If they can keep you from accomplishing your dreams and goals, they will feel like they have succeeded. Now, we all have a negative chatter that we may have cultivated within us. And I say may here, as there are many mental disorders out there that can create this negative chatter for certain people. Now, chatter can also be cultivated in life itself, and it can come from our parents, siblings, community, teachers, friends, spouses, lovers, And remember when I mentioned that I think most people have a tendency to try to devalue you so they can feel better about themselves? That seems to approach interpersonal relationships with the philosophy of, if I can make you see your flaws, you won't see mine. And this is where I say it takes strength, real strength, to walk away. Okay, imagine for a second, if you will, a runner running a marathon with other runners. But with this runner has a rope tied around their waist, and it's slowing that runner down. This rope is attached to people behind the runner. The runner's haters, the runner's trolls, the runner's twisted admirers, because we all know that haters are usually just people who have confused their admiration and love with hatred and jealousy. However, the runner runs despite trying to hold all these people trying to hold the runner back. The runner runs not to win the race, but to finish the race. As the runner continues on the marathon, the people behind the runner get more people on the sidelines to chip in to lend their spectator's hand in trying to hold this runner back. And in spite of this, the runner, who is determined to finish the race, doesn't look back at them all laughing at the runner. The runner doesn't look back at them getting more people. The runner doesn't look back at them trying to remind him or her of how many people are against the runner. The runner keeps pressing forward. The runner keeps looking forward. The runner keeps moving forward. And despite the fact that the runner may not have come in first place, the runner still won. Why? Because this was a marathon, not a race. And this runner was in no competition with anyone but themselves. This runner had a mob of people behind him or her, and still they couldn't stop the runner from succeeding in what the runner wanted to achieve. And that is how we must be in life. We're going to have haters. We're going to have schemers. We are going to have people who will be against us in life, business, and our community, people who will turn away from us, and people who will simply just leave us out in the cold when we no longer serve their purposes. True strength comes not in overcoming the masses, but in overcoming yourself. The person who gives in to his or her anger and his or her rage is no different from the masses. Had the runner in this story stopped to fight the mob, the runner would have never finished the marathon, which is what the crowd wanted. And this is how we've got to be in life. When people try and hold you back in life with, I remember when you did this, or with attacks, well, keep moving forward. You know, when people try and blockade your dreams in life, look at it as a detour and keep moving forward. When people smear campaign you, or you feel, or they try to character assassinate you, or send horrible emails or DMs that are just hurtful, let them destroy the image of who they think you are. Never let them destroy your true character, because that is when you truly lose. When the world tries to hold you back, the best thing and the only thing to do is walk away. Move forward, walk away with your head held high, move forward with your pride intact and your character unmarked by the toxicity, the toxic masses. These people have no desire to grow and become better in life. It takes more strength to walk away from this sort of thing and move forward in life than anyone really knows, especially when it feels like you have the whole world, your whole industry, your whole community trying to hold you back. Out of all my friends and allies who this message resonates with, this is for you. It takes real strength to walk away and move forward. Stay lifted. That's it for me for today. That's it. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.